Counting on alum Jason Duggar recently made headlines after announcing that he and his girlfriend, Maddie Grace, are engaged. The exciting reveal comes just days after the Duggar family celebrated Jana and Steven's wedding. Not much is still known about Jason's soon-to-be wife. However, some Redditors are already calling her out for clout chasing. Keep reading to see why. Last week, Jason took to Instagram to share his engagement with Maddie Grace. The two made a joint post with Maddie Grace's caption that says, "Jace asked me to marry him, and I could not be more excited." The two have yet to share their exact wedding date, though they put a hashtag on the post that says, Spring 2025, implying that they're walking down the aisle next year. Maddie Grace continues to remain a mystery to many fans, but several Reddit users were left scratching their heads at her social media activities. Some counting on fans on Reddit react to Maddie Grace's latest social activity. According to the poster, she already changed her last name to Duggar before even getting married. This created speculations that she's clout chasing. However, others recalled that several family members have also done the same to avoid their profile names from being taken. The way it was explained after the OG announcement is that she probably grabbed that before the announcement to avoid someone else getting it, which I think is a pretty plausible explanation. Not that she came up with that idea on her own, not gonna go that far. I mean, do you blame her? LOL, we have a sub dedicated to snarking on the family. I get that bag too. I recall Jessa doing this, and maybe Jinger too? They used the excuse of getting engaged to get a social media account. But yes, they do this to snag the account name. Gotta get that bag. I'm betting someone in the family either snagged it for her, or told her to snag it the very first moment she and Jet Samia exchanged words, just in case. Not to mention she'll need an income. Jason Duggar also took to Instagram to share a clip from his proposal to Maddie Grace. The video shows that the two were only supposed to have a beach vacation, but it seems the counting on alum grabbed the opportunity to pop the big question. They also shared frontal hugs, which is strictly against the family's courtship rules. But it seems they no longer follow it, as Jana and Steven also did the same while they were still courting. Jinger 30 discussed the details of her sister's wedding during the new episode of her podcast with her husband, Jeremy Vualo 37. Jana 34 tied the knot with Steven Wisman on August 15, 2024, at the Grand at Willow Springs in Prairie Grove, Arkansas. While gushing over the 500-person event, the TLC star got emotional when noting that crew members from her family's shows were present. The Duggars rose to family on 19 Kids and Counting, and later through its spin-off, Counting On. Jinger said that while she was proud of herself for not crying throughout the ceremony, she burst into tears when she saw the TLC crew members. "Then we walk out to the lobby and out come the crew members and I started crying. Joanna started bawling," she said. "We were like, this is terrible." We all started crying the second we saw the crew. It was just so sweet to have them there. It was a bit of a reunion and we were able to hang out with them. Jinger said that she was able to hang with the crew at the wedding and at her parents' house afterward. "It was really sweet," Jinger said as Jeremy noted they all stayed up late. "It was crazy, so fun," she added, noting the crew became family. Jinger and her family grew close to the crew, having grown up on TV from 19 Kids' inception in 2008 until Counting On's cancellation in 2021. Counting On was axed after sibling Josh Duggar was arrested and charged with child pornography. On Reddit, some listeners thought the attendance of TLC crew members meant the network was possibly filming for a reboot of the Famous Families show. "It sounds like they were filming if they came back to the house after the wedding, and there was a camera person in one of the photos of the first dance," one person wrote in the post. "Is TLC going to be producing a wedding special?" they asked. In the thread, some fans debunked the theory and gave their opinions. "I think they just invited them to attend. TLC would have aired that by now or at least advertised it," said one person. "I don't think so. I think most or some of the kids feel like they are family, so they invited them," a second wrote. "I think they were there as guests," a third believed, while a fourth wrote, "No, they are just family friends. There is no TLC filming. These people watched the kids grow up, were around for a lot of their childhoods. It makes sense she would invite them," said another. The eldest Duggar had her wedding last month, which she labeled a dream come true. "For me it felt like, okay, it's never coming. But now it's starting to sink in. Reality is starting to set in," she told People. "And I'm like, wow, this truly is something that I've dreamed of. And just to see it coming about is incredible and kind of hard to believe. It's a dream come true," the reality star added. Jana's sister Jessa Dugger Seawald served as her maid of honor, and her sisters Jinger, Joy Anna Forsyth, Johanna Dugger, and Jordan Duggar, as well as her sister-in-law Abby Duggar, were bridesmaids. While many noticed Jill was not a bridesmaid, she recently responded to concern and said she didn't know why she wasn't asked. Jill also noted that it was the bride's decision. Jana wore an off-the-shoulder white wedding dress on the big day, which violated her father, Jim Bob Duggar's strict dress rules. Jana was also incredibly comfortable showing PDA with her husband at the wedding, leading many to believe she broke her father's rules before the nuptials. The U.S. Sun also revealed last month that Jana was leaving her family's home to move into a house with Steven. The two bought a $275,000 Nebraska home on May 31, 2023, and have been fixing it up over the past year.